Hello, welcome to episode 26 of our Ostriv Alpha 5.2 Let's Play. That's right, we did get a patch update Friday, pretty much right after I published the video that day. But what we finally have is corner row houses. It's going to be really exciting to get these put in place and take advantage of finally being able to complete our squares here. And then I don't know if we can fit another one over here or not. Probably not. To be perfectly honest with you, I think we're going to end up having to leave these alone. But we'll see what happens. We got all sorts of fun stuff to do today, as well as hopefully fixing our fishing docks. We're probably going to end up removing these and moving our smeltery to the other side of this little isthmus over here, so we can have a fighting chance and having more access to our fishing spots. I did submit a bug report about this, have not heard a reply yet. But I imagine it's most likely due to the smeltery being here and blocking access to the rest of the river. Even though these boats don't have to go over there, it might just have some sort of something on the game's code that's going to cause it to not let us go back that way. So, before we get started, I did want to take a moment and recognize the beard boosters who have done an amazing rally for membership the first week. I think I've had it up. We have, I think, 16 now, which is way more than I ever thought we were going to get. So I'll put the names up on the screen now. I have to put a smaller font in editing or else they're not all going to fit. It's just amazing the amount of support we received. So, of course, if you want to be a part of that, links are down below, but you are never, ever obligated to. I'm just glad that you're here. But I do want to take a moment to recognize them for being amazing supporters of the channel and making it possible to do even more cool stuff in the future. Let's go ahead and jump right in with some of these corner row houses. Now we do have over here, we have the two-story right here in the corner, so I think we're going to stick with that and make this corner guy a two-story. So of course what we can do, take our F1 and allow us to kind of reconfigure stuff. Now this doesn't go quite into the exact corner because these buildings don't touch, so we can either have it go here, or we can have it go here, which is fine, I guess, but is a little So I'm kind of tempted, honestly, to demolish this guy and rebuild it, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and just stick that down there. And then we'll come over here and do the exact same thing. Although for this one, we might have to end up moving our stonework right here. Yeah, because this very clearly intersects. And I don't think it's even going to let me place this at all. No, it's not. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to undo the pavement here and then put it back after the corner is in place. So that is going to be all sorts of good fun. We have that corner already taken care of. We're going to put another one over here, this time with the three-story. And you can kind of see what I'm getting at with the corners that don't quite line up. That, of course, is my fault. But I don't think it's really the end of the world. These do still match up quite nicely. Of course, we'll put in this third corner here. And then make sure everything is kind of square, which it isn't, so I'm glad we checked. We'll bump that out a tiny bit. That looks pretty nice. You'll notice there's a very slight height difference because of the staircase in the corner. But everything fits together quite nicely. Another thing that was changed in this past update was that row houses are now going to be a little more tolerant to slopes. I don't know exactly what that's going to mean, but we're probably going to end up testing it out and putting a couple of them somewhere else where they're not technically supposed to be. Now we'll go ahead and put on our 12 times game speed and get them to tear these up so we can come in and put our other corner in. I just love watching them put this down and take it back up. I think it's fantastic. All right, so let's pop this in the corner here. Which side did that bind to? Because I think I want it to go to this corner. Yeah. Oh, that actually is it's a little more pronounced when they're the same roofing profile. But I don't hate that. I think we'll be just fine. I will move this out a tiny bit. And there we go. So what, of course, we'll have to do now is put our pavements back in. Which is going to be an interesting problem to solve because now the building's kind of in the way, right? We have all these stone piles, which it's not going to let us place anything down. So what we're going to have to do, actually, I think delete this one. And then this is already, oh, the game is loading. Yeah, so I'm going to actually have this come in way sharper. So let's go ahead and get rid of that too. We're going to have to kind of completely rework this whole thing. But why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the building of these things, assuming I have enough lime for it, which I do not. I'm glad we caught that. We're going to need to send in some messengers. I believe I can buy from these people. Buy some lime. So we'll take care of that. Actually, let's go ahead and demolish the stone pathway first. We have a couple other things we can set up. So our time-lapse is actually, you know, worth the time. It's always kind of important. And unfortunately, the barber surgeries still have not been fixed. I did try this out in a different branching save from this before I recorded today. And I built a new barber surgery and moved this family into it. They still did not make any money. So as far as I can tell, it's still completely broken. Which is a shame, but that's fine. Reminder that the game is in alpha, and it is not going to be perfect. That's just how this whole thing works. So I think for right now, we have enough iron. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and empty this out, and we're going to build another one over here across the river on this side, if it's going to let us. Uneven terrain, yes. That's our favorite song. Play the song of our people, uneven terrain, uneven terrain. Now, if we do over here, I think... I'm just trying to think, because it was really nice having this right here, because we have the iron mine right there. So we either want it to be right here, or because we... or, iron ore, get it? Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. We have this bridge right here, so it wouldn't be a bad idea for it to go right here if, and that's a big if, this isn't completely made inaccessible by the terrain. So let's see about putting that wherever it'll stop with the uneven terrain, which seems to be right there. And I guess that's fine. It's doing some weird terraforming, but I think it'll be, hopefully be okay. I will go ahead and right next door to that put in a nice big bridge, or maybe not. Okay, yeah, let's not do that. That seems kind of insane. Hey, even the difference over here is kind of extreme. I don't know if I want it to be having to go that far just to not completely screw up the whole thing. Now, if I came back here, how bad is that going to be? Oh, yeah, that is pretty rough. And it also thinks everything is occupied if I go that far. Why is that? Well, I guess we don't need to have a bridge right there. It is just an idea, after all. So we will need to make sure we have a robust set of transportation options to come down here, which it seems like we will. And of course, a warehouse nearby to put all of the relevant supplies, if we can find a good spot to stick one. Which actually seems like that might be possible right around here. Yeah, that doesn't seem to care. So of course we will stick all of our iron ore and our iron over here. And this mine's not going to care. This cart parking probably will need to move somewhere else. And we can either leave this space empty, or we can find some other building that likes water to take its place. I'm probably personally leaning more toward removing all of this right here. We can leave the warehouse with the smithy, and then either put in a couple more cow sheds or do something similar to that, because we are theoretically trying to get more out of our cows. Speaking of cows, let's go ahead and do our favorite thing ever, which is fill the bull shed, which currently is actually already full, but that's why we do this, right? Just send them all over here. Make some space for the new ones. So we just end up always having a ton of bulls for some reason. It is pretty unbelievable. Just get these out of here. Of course, we can't do them all at the same time, but cutting down a little bit is always a nice thing to do. Yeah, they're going to end up with like 35 of them in here at this point, so I think we can give that a rest for now. As far as everything else is going, how's our food situation looking? It's not great, but it's also not terrible. We need to get some more alcohol for our taverns. And we also need to make sure that we have close supply for market stalls to purchase that from, because the tavern owners do have to purchase that just like any other regular citizen would. And I think this one is fine because one of these stores right here should be selling. Yeah, so that's very close for them, and it is fully stocked, so as long as they can get over there to do it, then they should be a-okay. Oh, yeah, we can buy lime from Draganić. Okay, 4,000 lime. Don't mind if I do. Buy my shoes, please. Thank you. Sunflower oil, yes. Then I can buy more lime. And clothing. I wish I could kind of automate this stuff. Might be nice. And we can sell some of that, and then we'll buy the rest of the lime. Do we have storage for the lime, just specifically lime? I do not remember. I don't see it, no. Flax and hemp. We're never going to have enough flax and hemp to really make use of that. I probably shouldn't have bothered with that. This one is... Okay, we do have storage for lime. We have 5,000 storage for lime. And... Actually, it looks like that's all okay. Looking good. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Oh, now the messenger's there, the places I wanted to go buy lime from. I no longer need to. Stone, though. We can definitely go ahead and buy stone, but I'm going to export some stuff first, assuming I actually have the space to. Oh, they might not be able to restock the clothing by the time they get here. That would be kind of awkward. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to buy 23,000 stone. I'll just buy 10,000. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be able to pay for that. And as soon as they get rid of the stone here, we can start drawing in the rest. Actually, I don't think we even really need to wait. They still have the... come on. We need to get these piles of rocks out of here first. That's what I was waiting for. To go around to different places and get all of that set up. And we also need... We need some wells. Or no, these are set up, so I guess that's probably fine. People are just complaining about not having any any water. Now, one of these has a store in it. Yep, right here. There's nothing to sell, really? Don't tell me we had, this whole time, nothing for them to sell. Well, we're going to start with firewood, because you can never have too much firewood. Also because every other playthrough I've had has had a cataclysmic implosion of the firewood supply, and that has just been the absolute worst. Now, they did finally get rid of that thing there, so I think we can now... No, I don't want to click on that. Stop it. I want to make pavements. Really? Can I not? I guess I just have to start there. So let's actually come out here. I think I can get close if I do this. Alright, like so, and then I can come out this way. We can actually probably just have this go straight up across this entire section right here. There we go. Now they're going to say space is occupied because of all that. Okay, well, I don't want that. Make that... No, I already said make empty, so definitely make that empty. Also make that empty. And I guess they're going to start building that soon, so we will end up starting our time-lapse in just a second here. But I wanted to try and get this to be part of it. We do at the very least have this. I just can't get everything to line up perfectly the way I want to, which is just a little annoying. So I guess we'll have to do... I don't want to do that. We'll just wait. We'll do that after the fact. So let's go ahead and pop on over here and get a flavor of some time-lapse. We will see you on the other side. All right, so this is really stupid. This is actually dumb. I do not like how this looks at all. So what we're going to do is we're just going to demolish this. And we're going to try again. We're going to do a little bit of a terraforming here to make this look a little bit less ridiculous. But man, I did not think it was going to look that bad. So let's go ahead and... well, they still haven't emptied this. I thought they would have by now. Oh, it was in the middle of doing something, wasn't it? No, I can't even destroy the resources. I have to wait for them to disappear. Ah. It's fun, isn't it? Well, regardless, stop filling this up. I swear. Alright. No more laborers. Stop it. Just don't bring anything here. Produce no iron. Empty. 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 Do not fill it with iron ore, I swear. Come on. It should not be this hard for me to just get rid of a smeltery. No, stop putting... God, seriously? Cease and desist. Stop it. This is going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? Well, actually, this one doesn't look too hot either. Coming in from the thing like that. Come on, just... Jeez. Maybe if I set the stock to 0. Alright, I guess we just have to leave that alone and be irritated at it for a while. Man, that is just... why does it have to be like that? What a pain. Well, warehouse will be fine. As far as iron is concerned, we still have enough for now. Don't really need to worry about it. I just wish it wasn't Just wish it wasn't this bad. Would be very nice. Oh, I have to relocate the carts, that's right. A fool's errand, apparently. Okay, let's put in... Where's my iron ore? There it is. Iron ore and iron. We'll set this to 5k apiece. They can store stuff there. And that'll be okay. I just wish they wouldn't continually stock this when it's supposed to have nothing in there. Alright, well, at least in the meantime, we can attempt to get this all fixed up. So what we're going to end up doing... Oh, stop clicking on that. I'm so close to the corner of this that it's not going to let me click anything because it thinks I'm in the way of the building. So I think we'll just have to have this go like so. And just come in like this. Like that might be what we want to do. Oh, stupid thing. The hitbox is just slightly too big. So if I do here... Okay, it's not going to let me do that, so I'm going to have to go a triangle there, then a triangle here, and then somewhere around here. So what's going to happen is this is all going to be selected to be stone. I think we'll go all the way around the building. All sides. And then maybe even through the middle here. We can figure out a way to make this look nice. We do still have to put stuff inside. That's going to be kind of a process. I don't think we need to see all of this in excruciating detail. Oh, that's too long, is it? All right. So let's go to, say, right here. And just build that up, because I want to see if we can get this all the way to... Oh, I think we can, if I just make that a tiny bit shorter. Yes. Excellent. So that we can actually get it to go all the way in. Oh, but it's not going to let me put this here, huh? Okay, what if we did out to about, say, here? No, not quite. We're going to have to come back a little bit. Occupied, huh? Yeah, the snapping is a little overzealous on a lot of this. We can go that way and then that way. That should... No, I thought I had this taken care of here. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to place all these, and we'll wait for them to get automatically built. We're not going to time-lapse this. But I did want our little cut-throughs to actually be, you know, the correct thing here. Now, can I get this to be long enough? Oh, I definitely can. Okay. That's actually not quite long enough. It needs to be a little bit longer. Alright, so if I come out to here, is that going to be too far? I think it is. What about there? Occupied. Almost. Almost there. What's it occupied by that, really? Come on. This is the technical precision you expect from these videos. Where I get bested by computer code. Oh, come on. So I guess I just have to do that again. If it doesn't want to play nicely here. Alright, find a spot where it's actually going to let me put something in. There we go. Alright, so that'll get us all the way around this side. The smeltery is actually completely demolished. The second one that we tried and failed to build in a... shall we say, a nice fashion. So now I'm actually kind of afraid of doing a lot of this terraforming. So let's go ahead and just empty all of these and get this out of here so we can try our hand at a little bit of a tempting fate here. Look, what is happening with that cart? It's like seeing bad days. Oh, more of the white lines. But I'll tell you what's not making white lines is our fishing docks. So if we go back and rehire guys here, if this is... Oh no, this is still here, so it's still going to do that. Never mind. I forgot we hadn't demolished that one yet. So that was... that one was on me. This is still filled. I guess we have to have... I guess we just have to finish this batch, huh? That is unfortunate. Although it is neat to watch this thing in action. That is a very cool mechanism. So if they're actually getting rid of this and they don't refill it, that would be very nice. Alright, so that's gone. Now the charcoal just needs to go away. So I can destroy the resources, I can fire the guys, and then I can set that to demolish. Cool, so that's finally over. Let's come back over here and the game sure is performing a lot of calculations. I really hope this doesn't crash. Okay, good. So that's going to get us these segments right here. I still need to fix this to where you can't drive carts through here. That was... And wagons. My god, that should not be happening. I've been trying to get this... It can't be like perfectly connected, because then no one's going to be able to get in here. But I actually don't feel like that's the worst thing, if that's completely cut off again. Because they can just, you know, go around this way. Unless they start sending wagons through this. They're sending carts through it already. So the whole deal is I wanted to prevent the wagons from coming through here. And they're still doing it. So I wonder if I could get by with doing one of these. No, they're still doing this absolute foolishness. So what if... Now this is just completely ridiculous, stupid at this point. Because I'm pretty sure a person can get through that if they really wanted to. But I don't think we're going to see a wagon go through it. Is that dumb? Absolutely. So we probably shouldn't be doing that. But maybe that was just enough to stop them from trying to do that again. Update, it was not. Here come the carts. I just want them to use the roads that are laid out. Is that too much to ask? Because I really don't want to turn this into like a regular road. But I also don't want to just completely block this stuff off, because I feel like that's kind of not great. That's just so annoying. You can put a wagon through a 2-foot wide gap? I don't think so. Collision mesh is broken. Now let's see. I need to get this all the way around here. Yeah, that's still too close. But if I go up to here... Oh, that's actually... seems like that's going to work. So if I do that, is that going to be in a good line? Yeah, that's probably fine. So then we will have this come out like so. There we go. And the rest of this whole thing is just kind of go in a straight line until you can't. Too long, huh? Alright, so let's stop that right there. Occupied, really? After all that? So I guess what I have to do... Oh, jeez. I should have made this actually the full depth, which I think is what we'll do now. Yeah, we'll just have this come all the way out. There we go. And then I can just have this come out at the exact size I want. That actually might work. Have this come out to about here and then about there. And hopefully the boundaries of that don't look quite so ridiculous. This is actually starting to look nice here. Okay, and then on this side, we just got to bring it up from here. Okay, this actually isn't ideal. I guess we could. We probably could just fill this all in right there, but I think we might rather want to do that with the plants. Yeah, they're not going to let me do that either. Okay, how close can I get to this thing? Okay, I was almost there. I guess we'll just have to start. Gonna let me do that? Cool. So that really should have started back here. That's not what I want to do anyway. Because we really want to just have this go straight across, don't we? I don't have any entrances on this side? Really? Oh, this is fun to watch. Alright, we'll leave that alone. And instead, I think we can focus on getting this built up. What's the, I guess right about here should be fine. Build a square out like that, and then just connect this all the way down here. Yeah, that actually might work. Except we're going to have this come in like so. Kind of narrow this a little bit as it goes by. And then we'll bring this all the way up to right here. There we go. So we'll actually start in the corner here. Come all the way down. And bring that in like so. And then if we did this correctly, we should be able to just completely attach that right there. Oh, and we haven't. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. And then I think I can come in from this side. It's going to have to start a little bit further down this way. We can actually just, no, seriously? Still? Oh, come on. What about right here? No? Alright. Alright, we'll move it down one more. Try that. Alright, so when that's all done, this will be completely surrounded. Oh, are we doing this food garbage again? Oh, come on, man. What a pain. So I guess either stuff didn't get planted. No, it did. These just really aren't going well, are they? Those are bullshit looking. All right, we need... Man, I cannot believe how bad this is. Okay. All right, let's just send all of the bulls over here again so they can start slaughtering. And I do mean all the bulls. Well, except one that we kind of need to, you know, make more. Although I can't help but wonder if we should just have only dairy cows in the cow sheds down here. Then we'd have to maintain a separate breeding cow shed. That would be a whole lot of a pain. So instead we get to do this. Alright, so that's fine. This is fine. There's really not that many more left anyway, so I think we're okay. Alright, so these are underaged. Well, they can go anyway. They'll just wait. So it'll be their turn before too long. Alright, so that is all of them except one there. That'll help take care of the beef problem. I don't know what our chickens are having. Well, we can still feed them. Do I even dare check out what the pigs are doing? It must just be we haven't had enough harvest yet. And we still somehow have open vacancies after adding all of the... We still have 20 houses available. I think our taverns are really struggling. So maybe that has something to do with why we don't have a lot of immigration. Yeah, they just don't have enough. Our stores... I mean, the stores are being stocked. Do we have carts down here? We have our wagon shed that is pretty much constantly in use. So warehouse, got cart parking. I guess we probably need to have another one built somewhere over here. Okay, we are actually running low on iron, so this is irritating that it did this to me with the terraforming here. So if I had that go over like that, that actually lowers it on the other side. Yeah, I think if we use our powers for good and not for evil, then we can avoid this kind of nonsense and that kind of nonsense. Just increase the space in front of this ever so slightly. And I think... Uneven terrain. Yeah, I know. I'm the one that did that. Okay. Now, that doesn't look quite so ghastly, does it? Now, if we put in our smeltery here... Now that actually looks like, you know, a place it's supposed to be. And the door will come out right here, and that'll be just a little bit less insane. Just a little bit. So that should be alright. We'll go ahead and, yeah, it's going to be pretty critical for us to get this built before the winter comes, or else we're not going to have any iron left at all. We're already down to, oh, wow, we've been going through iron like it's going out of style. Good news is these guys are on the job. They'll be able to hopefully get that done before too long. We are harvesting. We just have a bunch of these chumps over here that don't have any food. So we probably... No? Okay. We probably don't really need to worry about it, honestly. We just need to make sure we're having more food. We probably need to have some more animals up here. Chickens and cows especially. Our dairy is still functionally useless. Okay, that's fine. I don't think they'll use the trading post as a cut-through, so we probably do need to have a road coming through here that we'll end up using. I think I can have this set up like that. I'm actually going to go ahead and stop that right about there. Nope. I'm not, because it was in the way. Alright, let's try that again. Start that right about here. Yeah, it's not going to let me place it in the way here, or will it? Well, if that's the case, I'll just stop that there. And then that will be fine if I go in. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Just like this. I think if I get it exactly right, I can do that. And then this can just be a whole big plaza thing. A big wedge. And we'll have this come out here. This is going to have to be a couple different pieces, I think, because of how these are set up. Now, that might actually work like that. It can't be concave. Yep, there it is again. But I think that should fill in pretty nicely there. So I think we can just kind of not worry about the rest of that. Just have that come in like so. And they still haven't finished that. All right. I didn't give them enough credit. Either that or I gave them too much credit. That remains to be seen. But the food problem does seem to be slightly solved. With the harvest, we'll just have to be a little bit better about making sure stuff is all taken care of. We have a ton of pavements to build. I imagine we'll probably have a pavement time lapse before too long. Let's see what we got going on here. Do we have anything I can buy for food? Yeah, let's buy some honey. Sunflower oil, I don't have enough to sell. Warm clothing, I don't have enough to sell. Clothing, wow, I don't have enough clothing to sell? That doesn't seem right. I don't have enough anything to sell. I can sell beer, though. We're definitely not hurting for that, so I don't know how the taverns are struggling as much as they are. Maybe we just don't have enough laborers. All these open vacancies, man. I just don't see how that's really even possible. But I digress. Let's come back over here to the construction land, where this is slightly less terrible looking. Now that we are actually out of iron. We can get a good month and a half out of this, that'll help. Just gotta get them to finish. I guess we also could use more of the village houses with the gardens so we can get people to sell their stuff to the granaries so we can have other people buy them, because we have probably a good 800 or 900 of the people that live here in the town living in a place they can't grow their own food, which is not something we've ever had to deal with before, because for a long time we pretty much only built these. Well, in previous playthroughs at least. There we go with the loan again, that I guess I technically need, but I really shouldn't. I do wish they'd hurry with this, though. Well, we'll get about a month out of it, which should be enough to get at least one batch done. Okay, so we're going to bring 5 guys in, check all of this, and then I think we'll be good. Just have them immediately get to work. Pull right from the smeltery right here, which has a huge surplus of iron. And then I think they can start this once they get a little bit more. Hopefully, or else this is going to be rough. Oh, I just noticed the corner of the saltworks is not it's not attached to the ground. So that's a little it's a little suspect. Let's disguise that a little bit with some oh, I actually can't. Well, I guess I can. We'll just put a little bit of bushery here. Try and make this look a little nicer. Alright, so the smeltery should be demolished. Alright, well that will help, well, when it's in bloom, will help hide that. We are smelting. Looking good. Everything should be a-okay. So let's go ahead and slow down real quick. Let's add some more pavement. How much stone do we have? Still 13,000. That shouldn't be too much. So basically what this is this is all these pavements over here that have to get built, and then we have some over here. And then I did say we're going to put stuff in the middle here. Let's go ahead and queue that up as well. We'll have a nice big time lapse to close off the episode. We don't have a school. We haven't built a school since we had one here and one down here. Yeah, there it is. So we have all these kids that have nowhere to go learn, Not that we really have to have educated kids at this point in the game. But it is nice to have an educated populace, or else you end up with really dumb people doing really dumb things. So let's turn this middle part into a part of it into a schoolyard. We'll put that school right there. It's actually not quite centered. I'm gonna move that again. I know it really shouldn't matter. Really should not matter. But you know how we like to do things here. So that was it's not perfect, but it'll do. So we'll put that there. And then we also have room over here for, I don't want to put a whole church. I feel like that's a little much, but we could put a small chapel or a pray station, if you will. I do love that pun. That is quality. We're going to want to kind of create a little central area here where people can kind of congregate. So I think it would be nice to have, if I can get this to be straight in front of the school, we can have this kind of just sitting right here. And then we can create little community areas with the gazebos kind of in the corners almost. Rotate this to be about 45 degrees. It's not perfect, but again, these things don't have to be. It's just a thing I like to have a little bit of symmetry. So this is here. That's going to be fine right about there. So I guess this is going to go right about here. Did I just lose my gazebo? I think I did. Yes, those are actually lined up pretty well. Let's rotate this another 45 degrees. I really ought to stop playing this game on a curved monitor. It is messing with my depth perception here. Somewhere someone is screaming at their monitor, oh my god, it doesn't matter, they don't have to be symmetrical. And you would be absolutely correct. It does not matter. But I'm going to do it that way anyway. Alright, that's going to go right there. So we have a school here, a pray station slash chapel there. We'll do some fencing and tree planting as soon as those are all built. And figure out exactly how we want the rest of this to look. We also have these crosswise paths. We have to figure out how we want those to run because the building for the school is going to be in the way. So I imagine what we'll end up doing is just have a big central path cutting through the center. Well, central path through the center. That's what a central path does. Have this cut right through here. And then put fences to redirect traffic. And then plant lots of trees and shrubs. And have stuff look nice. But let's just check this. Make sure we are actually... Oh, we already did a batch. Good. I think they can finish one before December comes. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and rehire guys to the fishing docks because now they should be able to go around and float their boats without having to worry about this being in the way. So that being said, let's go ahead and watch them build some things in a nice time lapse, and we'll see you on the other side. And there we go. Everything is built. And wouldn't you know it, it's another food crisis. Let's turn to our favorite visiting people, except this guy who doesn't really have that much to offer. We will buy 5,000 buckwheat from him. Gotta be careful how to enunciate that one. Let's see. Now none of this is food. Clothing we will absolutely go ahead and sell. Get some more cash. And sunflower oil, no, okay, we don't have enough left. So I think that means the next episode is going to be a whole lot more food stuff. because these guys are, they're not having it. It's just not working. Died of illness, huh? Well, it's too bad the barber surgery can't do anything. They've just been sitting here collecting absolutely no income for the past, well, in-game, like, decade. That's pretty good, huh? Just, don't do any work and still get paid. Alright, so I think if I wait a little bit more, I can buy, oh no, the other guy left. Never mind. There's no more food I can buy from these guys. Alright, so what is the deal? Why are we always out of stuff? Aside from having a ton more people. We just need, I mean, the fields seem to be growing stuff fine. I guess they didn't get to planting. We really need more people working. Somehow, we still have open vacancies after all this time. So yeah, we're definitely going to need to build... A second, unpause this. We're definitely going to need to build more of these people with village houses. Got plenty of room over here to put in some more of those guys. And I think that is what we're going to focus on next time around. And I really did want to do some more detailing in here. I think this ended up working out mostly fine. It's not perfect, but yeah. Whatever it is, right? Now we have a problem of our grave sites are a little full, a little occupied. So let's put in a few of those real quick so we don't get too far behind on that. And then see what we can do to address our food issues. Probably slaughter a whole bunch of cows. Maybe some horses. And I think we'll do one more row over here. There we go. Yeah, just get that all nice and taken care of. Fix a little bit of food stuff, and then we'll say goodbye after doing a tiny bit of detailing over there in the center of the quad area. All right, so that's taken care of. Let's come over here, check out our cows. And look, we still have all these bulls. I can't believe it. I'm just going to turn them into unable to make more cows. And I think we'll just have to leave it at that so they can't artificially inflate our numbers with reproduction. Alright, so yeah, we'll do all that, and then we'll stick them down here in the bull shed, or the ox shed, the destined to die male cow shed. It's kind of brutal when you put it that way, isn't it? And we should just have a few over here. I can hear the fan of my GPU spinning up, so maybe it is time to start thinking about buying a new one. It has served very, very admirably for the past 3 years-ish. Pretty much every video I've made of Ostriv, except for the very first, maybe the very first 15, I think I've made on this this computer. Wow, look at all this. No. No, there's too many bulls. Way too many bulls. Well, I know if people are hungry, they're not going to have a problem eating all that beef. So let's just go ahead and drag them all in here. Why not, right? I know it's not the most riveting stuff to watch, but it is part of the authentic experience of playing the game. And it ultimately helps us out later on. I just wish they wouldn't have so many bulls. That is just way too many. So having to manually keep up with this is pretty irritating, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so that does seem to have done stuff. What's happening here? Oh, now there's they're complaining about pigs. Yeah, we have less than 99 potatoes. What else can they eat? We don't have beetroot. We don't have cabbage. Carrots. Do we have any carrots? Also no. Oh, come on. What a pain. All right. Who was it that had that stuff? Was it Marifa or was it Dragacić? Well, we'll shoot a messenger their way anyway. And I think we can go ahead and start slaughtering some of these boars we don't need. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Carts are available for them to slaughter pigs, so we'll just have them start taking them apart right now. And eventually this will start going away. All right, so now we are back over here. And one thing we have not done in a very long time is put any amount of benches down. So that is, of course, part of what I wanted to put in was some of these benches by these gazebos. They're not perfectly square, are they? They sure aren't. But that's fine. It is going to be interesting getting our little stone walkways put in. Oh, they're already dying of starvation. Are you serious? That is so annoying. All right. Got that. We got one more. Again, we're not going to have time to do too much of this, but I did want to at least put a couple of these benches in place because people do want to have somewhere to sit, you know? That's kind of important. Then we can put some right in front of the schoolhouse. And then, of course, we'll plant a bunch of trees as soon as... All right. They have more buckwheat. I guess we could buy another 5,000. We will make good use of it. We have iron. They're very slowly catching up. We have tons of iron ore, so they're never going to be lacking in that. All right, let's check our messenger here. Oh, I thought these people had potatoes. All right. I will buy wheat. Can't eat hemp. Now let's see. 3,000 honey. Well, that's better than nothing. Salt. Yeah, we're still not making enough of that. Sunflower oil, we don't have enough to sell. Flour, we definitely don't have enough. So I think that's probably going to be about as much as we can handle with that. Now, in terms of trees in here, I really like... I wonder if I plant apple trees, if they can actually pick fruit off of them. I'm not sure. But I like maples. I think those look really nice. So if we come up with a central route that we can put pavement through here, just have this nice and centralized. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we do want something that's going to look at least a little nice. That's probably good right there. Then we'll have to connect everything up later, but I do want to get this put in. We can put some trees along here. Go right at the corner. And just plant these about as close as they'll allow us, or at least part of the distance here. I don't know if we'll do this on all sides, but I did think it would look nice. At least right here. I don't think the distance is going to be exactly the same. In fact, I know it's not going to be. But getting at least a little bit of this filled in with trees is going to help massively in making this look like an actual lived-in space. So actually, I think we might... I don't want it to be blocking the center, so I think we can just kind of leave that like it is. We'll just leave that line of trees there, and I gotta go check on these pigs. Okay, they are importing food, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal once they actually get some in there. I still have a couple marked for slaughter, so I think it's fine. We just need them to, you know, actually bring in the food. I don't know who is bringing. I don't know if it's on a cart or anything like that, or if it's somebody just carrying it in their hands. But these pigs are hell-bent on eliminating themselves before it even becomes a problem that I'm able to solve. As they always do. Alright, now that'll be gone in about 5 seconds. Pigs are the most irritating animals, I swear. Okay, so now we're full of wool. We really need more fulling mills. We really, really do. I guess I should increase all of these to 3,000 because we do have the 2,000. Actually, I don't want to do 4,000 because I feel like that's tempting fate too much. But we can increase all of these to 3,500. I think that will help us get a little bit of this out of here. What about this one's already kind of full? Yeah. So these people are still out of food, despite our best efforts. We are harvesting, though, which is good. And we'll see what happens with that. This is kind of a cool bird's eye view if I turn off the problems here. You can watch them building like little ants down there. Yeah, so we actually built this out on this side quite a bit further than we did over here. Probably about the distance of one tree length. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I can fit one more. Yeah, one more tree right there. And then I'll just have another little bit of stone put in. And that should kind of even things up a little bit. Improve it slightly. Let's go ahead and put in a fence around the school. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put in our favorite big arch number 2, if I can fit it. I actually don't know if I can. Oh, I can. It's just going to be really close. And I really can't line this up very well, can I? I think this is about as close as I can get. That's fine. All right. So then we can come in here with our fence. Set this. We're not going to go too far, just right to where it changes to 4 segments. We'll do the same over here. And you might be asking, what is your fixation with stuff being in perfect symmetry? I don't know. I just like stuff to look that way. Alright, so that is looking okay there, and then all we have to do is get this to go right like that. I think will be just fine. Then we'll come in like this until the shadow fixes itself the same way. I think that's good enough. And then this come along like that. Gives us a little space behind the school. No big deal, enough to plant some bushes either around the outside of this or around the inside, nicely landscaped. And that should count for something. All these trees are planted. All of this is in place. So I think... Let's turn our problems back on. Yeah, the food issues are subsiding, but we really, really need to, next time around, invest in some heavy-duty food generation. Even though we do desperately need more bodies to harvest stuff on the farms, we also need to feed them. So, yeah, it's going to be a whole bunch of these village houses with the large gardens. And none of them are selling hardly anything either, which is a little concerning. But, again, that is just about all we can do today. And we have done quite a lot today. We have improved the inside of this area a little bit. We've hopefully, I think, fixed our fishing docks. Yeah, the boats are out, and they are going other places. I don't know if they're going over here, but they are fishing. We no longer have the white lines of death. We just have the one coming out of here, taking care of the stuff in that smeltery. And I think we are in pretty good shape. Of course, we do need to still keep building things. But that is what you end up doing when you play Ostriv all the way through to quote-unquote the end. You just keep on building until you can't build anymore, and then you're done. Because the game decides you're done. But yeah, it's fun doing all this. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch the videos. And of course, Comment section's always open. I do read every single one, so if you have any comments, questions, concerns, just want to say hi or whatever, feel free to drop a line below, and I will definitely read it. Can't always respond, but I do appreciate you being here. Another big thanks to our beard boosters. Incredible to have, I think, what, 16 now, just in the first week of launching this. Is just absolutely amazed at all the support. So again, thank you to all of you who joined up on that. If you're interested, you can check the links below, but again, it is never required. It's just a quick, easy, hopefully affordable, cheap way for you to support if you so desire. But yeah, we will see you again tomorrow for more Timberborn. We've got other stuff coming this week. Really hoping I have a chance to get to that other new game I promised sometime this week. And then maybe some more live streams, maybe getting back in on Twitch. I don't know for sure. It's going to depend on what kind of time I have. And then we'll see what else happens. But I'm thankful for you being here. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Whatever it is you're doing, stay safe, have fun, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.